Hi guys, it's Mo. So today I wanted to do a get ready with me type of video. It is Saturday morning. I'm not quite sure what time it is. It's probably about 8 o'clock. I have my coffee. This is a for real deal here. So, I guess, I don't know. I haven't filmed in a while. Let's do a little chit chat here. I haven't filmed in a while. I haven't really been feeling it. I've been trying to film, and I film something, and I'm like, this is stupid, so I just don't put it up. Yeah, so I'm just going to do a get ready with me type of thing. This is going to be some new from the drugstore, or new to me from the drugstore stuff, some new elf stuff. Like a fall Thanksgiving look, I think, and then, yeah. I didn't film a makeup basket this month because honestly I just got around to putting it together. I also need to dye my hair. Also, my hair is ridiculously curly. I don't know. We'll see how this video turns out. And I hope I stay in frame because honestly I cannot see without my glasses. So recently, instead of using like the back of my hand, I've been using a candle lid as like a palette for my foundations. And I'm also using today, this is a beauty blender type of sponge from Soho Beauty. I got it at Walgreens. However, I don't know if you can get these at Walgreens anymore. But it's like a football shape and I quite like it. So the foundations I've been using have been a little bit pink tone, and so I've been mixing it with the Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation. This is in the shade 110 Porcelain. Today I think I'm going to use the acne fighting foundation. I don't know if I should mix it or not. I think I am going to mix it just because I feel like this is probably a little bit too pinky for me. It looks kind of neutral, but it also kind of looks, I don't know. This Maybelline Fit Me gets everywhere. I mean, it's so like liquidy. Okay. And I totally forgot to put on primer. Oh well. I was going to use, I'm filming like a whole bunch of videos today, so you'll probably see the same makeup, but I might try and fake it and change my outfit. I don't know yet. From what I remember, I really do like this foundation, the Elf Acne Fighting Foundation. And it does seem to be like really pretty full coverage, you know, covering up my redness and whatnot. It has like witch hazel and tea tree oil or something in it. It probably will last a lot longer if I did use a primer. I was saying something about filming a lot of videos. And the point I said I was filming a lot of videos is because I actually went to Walmart to try and buy some new hard candy stuff. My Walmart has like one column of hard candy. There's nothing there. So I got like two things. One was a primer, one's a setting spray. And I really want to film the haul first before I open it up. So there we go. We have the base down, and it actually feels nice. Like usually my foundations feel kind of like they're not dry yet, you know, when I put them on. So I don't know. So there's that. One more sip of coffee. So I'm going to go in with some concealing and highlighting. My face or my skin is really pale right now, so there's not really much I can do like in the way of highlighting like I used to. I don't really have any fair time highlighters. So what I've been using is the e.l.f. High Definition, what is this called? Yes, e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer, and then the Wet n Wild Coverall Concealer. I have a review of these concealers and the Coverall line on my blog. I will link that down below. I love the Coverall line. I really do. This Fair, yeah, this is the shade Fair, and I like it because it's super pink, and it can really brighten up the darkness that's in my inner corner there. And these are really, really cheap. They're really affordable. And then I use some of the yellow color concealer to just do a little bit around the outside, just for a little bit of highlighting. I don't want to get it too yellow because I feel like if it's really yellow, my skin starts to look kind of like, what is that, sallow or whatnot. But it's just the right color to do a little bit of concealing and highlighting. So to set my under eye, I think I'm actually going to bust out this Wet n Wild contour palette. This is the one from Walmart. It's Caramel Toffee. I'm pretty sure there's another one. My Walmart did not have it. And it's huge. Like, look at it compared to the size of my face. It has this cool tone kind of contour shade here, and then a peachy pink highlight shade. Since I'm going to do something else for highlighting, I might regret this later. I think I'm going to use this shade to set my under eye concealer. And I'm going to use the e.l.f. blush brush. I love the shape of this to go under the eye. So this is going to be in my haul as well, but I didn't feel really bad about busting this out before I filmed the haul. So hopefully that does a little bit of setting and a little bit of brightening. Hi, baby girl. It doesn't look too bad. To set my foundation, I think I'm going to use a mixture of the Sexy Mama Anti-Shine translucent powder and then the Physicians Formula Super CC. This is really, really light, and this, even though it's translucent, it still has, look at that pan, it still has a little bit of a tannish color to it. So I'm just going to try to even everything out and not look too dark and not look too pale. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques powder brush for this. Like, you can see, even in the pan, how different in color they are. So I think I'm going to go through and do my brows, and honestly, I'm the laziest brow person ever. In my haul, will show you some Milani stuff I bought that is like the dip brow kind of stuff, like the pomade kind of stuff. But my favorite eyeshadow, my favorite way to do my brows is the Benefits Gimme Brow. It's the best. It's super easy. And my eyebrows are already pretty full, so this just kind of like defines them, shapes them, everything like that. For an eye primer, I'm going to use my Milani. If you can hear her chewing her bone, that's my life. So Milani Shadow Eyes Pencil and Almond Cream on the lids to do a little priming. I also have, like, I don't know what I'm doing for this look, so I'm going to have to figure out what's going on here. So, I did get this Luxie eyeshadow pan in my Ipsy bag this month. It's a really pretty, like, deep plummy purple shade, so I kind of want to try and use this. I think I'm also going to use, the name came off of this, but I believe this is Downtown Browns from Black Radiance, which is a sister company to Wet n Wild. Yeah, it's owned by Markwins, and Markwins owns Wet n Wild, and these obviously look very similar. And I'm also going to try and use this L'Oreal Infallible Cream Eyeshadow Stick thing. So I think we're going to start with this because it's a really pretty color. I'm just going to put that on the lid in like the inner 2/3, let's say. I hope I'm in frame. Tilt my mirror up a little bit. And I will use, this is like my new favorite brush. I have no idea where it came from, but it's really dense and it picks up color really well. And it's not as flat or as like I don't know what you would call it. I don't have the brush I'm looking for. Like, it's not, it's more dense. I don't know if you can see that. It's more dense. Like, this one's really thin, and this one from e.l.f. is kind of thin and more paddly. And this is, like, tapered, like, this way and tapered this way, and it's really great. I really like it. I have no idea where it came from. It might have come from, like, a random palette. I don't even know. I don't even know. So I'm going to take, let's see here, probably this, what do they label it as? The eyelid color, and maybe some of this, and do this on the eyelid. We're going to take this brow bone color first and go over that L'Oreal shadow. And then I'm going to take some of that eyelid shade that I said and work that in like the outer 2/3, or the outer third rather, that we kind of left blank. And I'm kind of going to bring that up into the crease as well. I'm not a professional, guys. Obviously you know this. I just really like playing around with makeup. So, and I like watching regular people do their makeup, you know what I mean? So that's why I started doing a beauty YouTube. I'm going to also take, this is an extremely fluffy brush from Elle. These are, actually went into my Kohl's and these are still on clearance there. I found them again. It's super duper fluffy, and just gonna like do some blending here so there's not a harsh line. And then, to be a little bit more precise, I'm going to use, this is the e.l.f. crease brush. Like, look at the size comparison here. And this is less, this one's less dense than this one, and I like this one for like precision work. I'm going to take, because I don't think I have that other brush with me here. I'm going to take this Luxe eyeshadow. It's cruelty free, by the way, and it's number 290. And just see what that looks like trying to work it in the crease a little bit. It's a really pretty plummy shade. And actually this shade is probably, there's a comparable shade to it in that Black Radiance palette. I think I'm going to try and add a little bit more depth to the outer corner there. I'm going into that eyelid shade and then into that accent shade, this brown shade at the bottom there. So that's pretty cool. I think I'm going to try to take a brush like this one. This is the e.l.f. concealer brush. It works great. It's more, it's not as flexible as I would use for a concealer brush, so I think I'm going to use that to smudge some colors under my eyeball. I'm going to use this eyelid shade and the accent shade and see how that works. Alrighty, now I'm not a liner girl. If you've watched me for a long time, you'll know that I don't do eyeliner. I just don't. So that looks great. We're going to do a brow bone highlight using the Wet n Wild Contour palette. And then another flat shader brush, and I'm just going to pick up the highlight shade. And now I think I'm going to try to do a little not bronzing, contouring. I do have a bronzer. If this turns out to look kind of funky, I'm going to use this contour shade, and I'm going to use, my brushes are so dirty, my favorite contouring brush. This is from a set I found on Amazon. This is one of my favorite brushes from it. The brush set was like $22, between $15 and $22. And let me take a sip here. And this is one of my, this is the only, no, these brushes that I've been using came from that set too, but this is the only one that I'm like really sold on. So I'm just going to go into that powder. And this is going to be more of like a true contour. And not so much of a bronzer, because obviously it is a like more shadowy color shade, you know what I'm saying? I think it gives a little bit of depth. I think I am going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. I'm going to use the Revlon Photo Ready Bronzer. This is discontinued. I got mine at Big Lots, but it's the one with the 4 quads. This works great as an eyeshadow too. I'm so sad this was discontinued. I'm just doing a little bit of bronzing. Like, I'm not going into where I put that shadow. I'm kind of going on top of it. And just kind of doing that on my nose too. Just to give my skin some warmth. This is another blush I got in an Ipsy bag. This is called Pandora's. This is called Pink Carnation. It's by the brand Pandora's Face, I believe. But I mean, it's just like a fall-y color to me, I think. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques blush brush. And just give myself some color. So, I bought the e.l.f. Illuminating Palette. This came out earlier this year under the Ambient palette. Bought it. I'll link the haul down below. I think I posted it. Bought it. Got my order. Didn't get it because it got sold out. So, it came back and it's under the Illuminating palette now. There are 4 shades. I bought this because I'm going to do a like highlighting palette comparison between the Hourglass, the Luminizer Sisters, and this, just to, I don't know, do a comparison. So the way, I haven't even swatched these really. The way I like to do my highlight is with the e.l.f. small tapered brush, and I like to just pat it on, and then, you know, you can buff it in a little bit. I think I'm going to use this shade here. It's kind of like pinky. Look at that. What's you whining about, baby? I hope it's reading on camera, because that's pretty. I've been really loving like highlighting my nose and then also highlighting my chin to bring that mess forward. And then I do a little bit in the center of my face, center of my forehead, I mean. So, ooh, that's really pretty. I'm liking this look. I'm liking it, I'm liking it. I'm going to curl my eyelashes. Mascara I'm going to use is from my Ipsy bag because, you know, I need to open all of my samples and you don't even see my mascara drawer. It's ridiculous. This is the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. Last month and before this, I was using the Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes. Look at this wand. I wonder if this is really the one it comes with. I love wands like that. Look at that. Can you see the difference? And the lip color I'm going to use is also from my Ipsy bag. It's the Steak. That's not a word. Lip thingy in Florence Fig. Mini matte lip crayon in Florence Fig. Look, it looks like a little crayon. So, I wonder how much is in here. I'm going to roll this up. Ooh, that's not bad. I'm going to roll it up and it's never going to go back down. This would be great for like your purse. So I did want to use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Makeup Setting Spray. This junk is expensive. If you go to CVS, it's like $15. I went to Walmart and they had a sample, a 1 ounce, not sample, but like a 1 ounce version that was $7.97, and then the 3.4 ounce that was $10.97. So I went ahead and bought the full size. Just testing the spray here. Ooh, that's a funky smell. It comes out in like big blobs. We'll see how that works. So I know I said I was trying to go for like a fall Thanksgiving look, but I guess this is kind of like sultry Thanksgiving. I think this looks really, really cute. I love the eyes. That palette worked really, really well. That combination of those little things, I think. Yeah, I really like this lip color. I think it's a great, it's a cool color. It's like not too red, not too brown. I need to dye my hair, guys. Yeah, I have a mirror over here too that I'm looking at. You know, Cousin Vane like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to subscribe to Ipsy, I will leave the link down below. This month, the bag looked like this. So, and I didn't show you everything I got in it. I got some Josie Marin Argan Oil, which I did use to moisturize today. And then some Cool Way hairspray kind of thing. So, oh, it's color safe. So, but this is what the bag looked like this month. I'm not disappointed in the products. I kind of am like, what the heck is up with this bag? I'm not really a Galaxy kind of person. But anyway, there's the bag. It is lined. It's a nice quality bag. I love Ipsy. So if you want to subscribe, I'll leave that down below. I will also, when whichever order these things go up, I will leave the e.l.f. haul that I'm going to do and maybe a drugstore haul too. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love for you to stick around. You can read more beauty reviews, planner things, life stuff on my blog. It's 516thblog.com, and I will talk to you on my next video. Bye.